Good afternoon, lovelies. So I've just done my yoga and meditation, although the meditation class, there's a PT outside of it. Get somebody to literally drop a medicine ball. So they've had a very angry bunch of meditators who have gone to reception and said, we're able to meditate today. So I don't feel quite as relaxed as what I normally do. But I was thinking about this yesterday, and I've been like formulating this kind of like in my head and just thinking a lot, I think, as we've got so many lovely new people who are registering and getting started with the business. And it's that then getting actually started and starting to share things. And like, I know that there's so much fear involved in like just doing this kind of work sometimes, and I wanted to just share a couple of things with you. So firstly, a lot of people say, can I do this? Yes, you can. There is nothing technologically, intellectually that is going to hold you back from being able to do this. Absolutely zero. So if I wanted to become a brain surgeon, I mean, I do have that toxic thing where actually I could quite easily think that I could become a brain surgeon with the right training. However, no, I do actually know that I could not become a brain surgeon because, okay, a better example. So French, German, learning any language is something that I just can't grasp. Like, I don't know if it's something to do with the way my brain works, but when it comes to languages, I tried Spanish. So I wasn't very good at it at school, but you know, when you just think to yourself, oh, I'm messing about in class. And so I did Spanish I say a few years ago. It was probably about 8 years ago now. So it's quite a long time ago. And I turned up to that Spanish class every week. And it was like I was turning up and it was week one every week. I had not retained anything. I listened to it and I was like, I couldn't retain it whatsoever. So I can't learn languages, but you can do this. However, the chances are that you might not do this. Now, there is no physical, mental, technological, intellectual reason why you cannot put a post on your profile that says, this is what the Restorate does. Okay. However, there are two things probably in place at this moment in time as to why you haven't put that post up. Okay. And this happens a lot. It's just one of those things that happens when you register people into a business. Some people will start and they will post things and they will just go for it, and they're not bothered. They'll just start sharing it. And other people will tie themselves up in knots. Okay. And that's not a criticism. It's just stating a fact. First reason they may tie themselves up in knots is, what are they going to think? What's that person going to think? Oh God, you know, and just the worrying too much about the opinions of others. Okay, now, again, you can get over that. You can decide right now, what is the worst thing that's going to happen? And I can tell you, okay, that the people that you are worrying about that are going to potentially talk about what you're doing, they're already talking about you. They're already talking. They've already got opinions. They're already gossiping. They're already negative because they're those type of people. Would that matter if you do nothing? They'll talk about the fact you've done nothing. If you do something, they'll talk about the fact you do something. So if you're worried about people talking about you, the people that will say something about you doing this are already saying something. Like, that's it. That's a fact. So I guess I just for me, and I do think sometimes this is an ADHD thing, so not everybody thinks like this, but I just think, like, they are not paying my bills. They are not. So when I started out in network marketing 11 years ago, there were some people, and those people are still talking now, let me tell you, there were some people who had a bit to say about it. But I just was like, do you know what? You don't pay my bills. You aren't going to enable me to work from home so I don't have to pay ridiculous childcare. And they were just bitches anyway. So I was like, and trust me, they don't just talk about me, they talk about everybody. So I was like, stuff them, like, they are not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. Because that's what's happened. You're letting somebody else stop you from doing what you want to do. No, don't do that. So, okay, ruled that one out. But it is down to you. Like, only you can decide if the reason that you register, you know, why did you register? You registered because you wanted to earn some extra and use the products most likely to feel better. Like, why did you want to feel better? Because you want to feel healthier. You want to be able to do things. And the chances are that's because you want to do more things with family or friends, or, you know, what's the emotion behind it? Why did you start this? Because that's what you've got to remember. When you go and think, shall I put that picture on? I mean, come on. It's a picture of a product and it says, you know, magnesium helps you sleep. We know that's a fact. So, like, it's not hurting anybody. There's no pain whatsoever in putting it on. Nobody has ever hurt themselves from putting that on. Not physically, emotionally, anything. But they've not hurt themselves. But what does hurt is if you don't do what you enjoy doing, because you're just hurting yourself at that point. So that's the first thing I would say. The second reason that I think is probably quite common is, I haven't, so if you've seen my results, I've obviously now lost 3 stone at least, from using these products. So chances are that some of you are going, oh, well, I've not lost 3 stone, so people aren't going to look at me, and like they look at Mel and they go, oh, look, she's lost 3 stone. Oh, look, she looks different. So she's bound to do well with it. Well, I hadn't lost 3 stone when I started sharing these products. I started to share these products and it was literally like I started to use them, and in the background I was talking to people about them and saying, I've got more energy, I've got this. And the reason for that was purely because I couldn't come out and say it because it was a conflict of interest with something. And then when that was removed, I went all out. Now, I'd only been using them for like 3 or 4 weeks, so I hadn't lost a stone. Do you know what I mean? I hadn't lost 3 stone, I hadn't lost a stone. I don't even know if I'd lost a pound. I knew I looked different. I could see that difference. But I was talking to people from day one of trying these products, because from that first night of using Restorate, I felt it. I felt the benefit. And what's even better is I knew, because I looked at what the ingredients were for Restorate, and I looked at what does magnesium do? What does zinc do? 2 of the most powerful ingredients with regards to vitamins and minerals for supporting people. Like, just incredible. So I knew that they were going to do what they did. And that's my next point to you is, so the first thing is, if you're waiting for some massive transformation in the way that you look, people that still don't believe you, just to let you know that I've lost 3 stone, and I had somebody message me because they'd seen me, but they were like, oh yeah, it's done that for you. what's it done for your customers though? So I sent them like the details of the customers. But my point is that even me having lost 3 stone, that wasn't like, oh, we'll all go and mass buy it, because it just doesn't work like that. So you can't let that hold you back again. So I was thinking this the other day. So this is where I was getting to. So, you know, if you've tried the products and you've felt energy, better sleep, I'm not quite as hungry, my legs aren't quite so restless, whatever that is. Oh, I look like I've got a little bit of a glow. Look at how my hair feels a bit thicker. Doesn't matter if it's the tiniest little thing. That is something you can share that. And often people are like, oh yeah, but look at that big result. You know, no, people they don't work like that. It's like if you go and say to somebody, you can join this business and become a millionaire. They're not going to all jump at you, because they're going, oh yeah, you might become a millionaire, but will I become a millionaire? So you're better to say, like I did the other day, I've from Cash Profit an Xbox, like that's like, you know, £480. That's a big thing. Like, people are coming up to Christmas, but it doesn't even have to be an Xbox. If you have sold a couple of products and you've made 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, and you've put petrol in your car, or you've bought a takeaway for your family, or you've treated yourself to have your lashes done or your nails done, anything, could be anything, that actually is more believable to people than somebody who goes, oh, I do this full time and I make full-time income of it. Because people are well aware, they're like, oh, I'm going to start, but full-time income, that's just blown my head, and I just can't see that. I can't see that for myself. But if you go, actually, this has helped me put money on parent pay, or, you know, for kids' school dinners, or, you know, have my lashes done, paid for my haircut, we've had a nice dinner out, I've been for lunch, I bought a coffee. It's those small things that are really important to people. Now, that said as well, so the other thing I was thinking is, okay, so a lot of people might not have been, so you might have registered for free with this business because you can't actually financially stretch to purchasing a product. I get that completely, okay? But then maybe you go in, well, how can I share the products if I haven't even drank one? Now, let me tell you now, right? I can send you a sachet, like, for a start. Like, if you want a sachet of Restorate to try, let me know. I'll send you a sachet. You've tried it. You know what it tastes like. Boom, you're away. However, I was thinking about this the other day. So, I've done social media previously for various different, like, roofers, solar companies, and I was thinking to myself, when that solar company started business, okay, so they started and they said maybe they'd put solar on the house. Maybe they put solar on the house and they'd gone, we'll put it on ours and we'll start to fit it. So they put it on theirs, and then they start to fit it. Well, how do they get people to book them to fit their solar? Because unless they've had the solar for like a month, a year, to, you know, a period of time, how do they talk about it? And you know what they do is they look at solar panels provide these benefits. These benefits over this amount of time, these benefits over this length of time. And then they fit them for people. Now, in the background, what's going on is they're probably getting their own testimonies coming through. But the reality is that they've started a business to put solar panels on roofs, and they won't have had it on their roof for long enough to be able to say, this is what solar panels do. But it does not stop them from going out and getting customers, because they know what solar panels do. They know the benefits, so they can go quite happily and say, This is what solar panels do. And this is exactly the same for these products. So if we stick with the Restorate and the magnesium and the zinc that's in Restorate, and we go, right, well, do you know what? We know that for a fact, like if you Google magnesium, there's no there's no argument really about the fact that magnesium helps you sleep and does so many other wonderful things, or zinc as well. So if this product has those things in it, there is no argument as to the fact that it will enable those benefits. You can, with all good intention, hand on heart, go out there and say to people with complete authenticity, if you use this product, these are the benefits you can see. You can go and you can talk about that with complete authenticity, because that is what those products do. That is what the ingredients to those products do. And so that doesn't need to stop you. Because, and I know people think to themselves like, you know, well, I want to taste it. Well, yeah, I'd love to taste like all of the flavours of Pro Shape. I don't really like coconut though. Does that mean I can't talk about the coconut Pro Shape? I mean, I don't tend to, just because I talk about lots of other things as well, but I could put that on. I might do a post and do it. I might do a post and start talking about coconut Pro Shape, just to show that just because I don't like coconut and therefore I would not like drink anything that's coconut tasted, does not mean that other people won't get the benefits from it, and other people might love coconut. And I was thinking about, if you walk into a shop, and there is supermarkets, there's corner shops, and they have shelves packed full of products that they haven't actually tasted, but they are still retailing those products because they know that other people like that they taste nice. And so they're just like, well, so I just think it's about switching things up in your mindset a little bit and just going, don't need to have tried every single product in this product range to be able to talk about any of these products. Like, you just don't. You just look at the ingredients and you look at the results, look at the company, look at the fact that it's a German company, it's the fastest growing in the world, look at the fact that Olympic athletes use it. I would highly recommend listening to the Tuesday night presentations, because I can tell you now that working in this kind of environment and this kind of business, what you need to have is you need to have belief in the company, belief in the products, and belief in yourself. Belief in the products, you can get that just by Googling the ingredients and looking at the testimonies for the products. Trust in the company, you can get that again. Go on the website, have a look into it. Look at what people are saying about this company and like the Direct Sales Association. Look at Rolf Sorg's Facebook and just get a feel of this company. Listen to the Tuesday night presentations. And when you constantly are hearing like, we're on the cologne list, Olympic athletes users, we work to good manufacturing practice standards, you know, then that trust in the company is coming. And then the last one is that belief and trust in yourself. And that really can only come from yourself, obviously. And it's often the toughest one, but I can help with that. So if you want somebody, like, what I will say to you is that often what you need is somebody to believe in you before you believe in yourself. And I know that because I've experienced that in this business, in this thing. Like, somebody believing in you ups your belief in yourself. Like, when team members register, like, you know, there's people that registered and have joined the team, and I like literally feel their belief in me, and that increases my belief in myself, and I believe in them too, and that increases their belief. And so borrow my belief. Okay, and if you think to yourself, well, I don't know if you believe in me, then just talk to me, and I can share with you all of the amazing things and all of this crazy amazing stuff that will happen and that you can do and that you can achieve. And I will identify your personal strengths. So that's something that I love doing. I love doing that in this business, is talking to people and saying, you're really good at this, and you're really good at this, and you're really good at this. This is your strength. This is what you're good at. This is what people are going to love about you. And that, give me the opportunity to do that, because that will then enable that trust and belief in yourself, and then everything flows from there. But key things to take out from this live video are, 1, don't worry about what people are going to say about you. People that kind of say stuff are already saying stuff. And 2, yes, you can talk about these products. You can talk about the benefits of these products because they are widely recognised, and you don't have to have tried every product in the range to go out there and say, if you use this lemon drink, it will help you sleep. Because it will. The testimonies are there, the ingredients are there, everything, every bit of factual information. You can say that with complete authenticity because everything is there. So I hope that helps. I hope you have a good day, and I look forward to catching up with you all soon. Bye.